few practices. Rather, in reality, the reality is such that the asal deen, the true deen of Islam, is the akhlaq-e husna of a human being. And the example of these two is such that a person has a body, and you have your ruh, the inner soul, the spirit, and ibadah, the external ibadah, external actions, and akhlaq-e husna. The example is the same. If we have a body with a ruh, with the inner soul and spirit, that doesn't matter how weak is the physical body or how ill, unwell, but still a person is considered alive. You'll give him food, you'll give him water to drink, you'll give him medicine, you'll speak to that person, everything, because that person is alive. But when the ruh is extracted, doesn't matter how big is that person, he was strong, etc. But we will take hold of that person and bury him in the earth, the soil, because there's no ruh. So the value is not the physical body, rather it is the value of the ruh. Very simple example, isn't it? So in the same way, our ibadat, our external ibadat, zahiri practice, this is not Islam itself. It's just like the physical body, but the ruh of the practice is the akhlaq-e husna, good conduct, good manners, good social conduct. And if we take ibadat away, and for example a person, if he doesn't have akhlaq, then he will be like the physical body without the ruh. So when we will take our deeds to Allah in the hereafter, and we don't concentrate on our akhlaq, then our deeds will be thrown back on our faces, because there will be no akhlaq-e husna. That I am leaving with you two things. Yes, what a great statement. Allah's Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam saying that I'm leaving with you two things, nothing else. Two things I entrust with you, fikum amarain, that I will leave with you two things. Lan tadallu. And if you, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave guarantee with these two things, that lan tadallu, that in no way or form can you be led astray or go astray. Tamassaktum, if you take hold of these two things that I'm leaving with you, grab hold of them. If you do amal on these, if you practice on these, you're aware of these, conscious of these, you start to emulate these, don't do anything else. Don't look left and right. That Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, I'm leaving with you two things, and hold on to these two things firmly, and this will make you completely successful, guaranteed. Doesn't matter what day and age comes, Dajjal, Shaitan. But these two things, if they're with you, Allah's Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is given guarantee, big guarantee. Lan tadalu, you will in no way or form be able to go astray. No way. What is it that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam can be? Kitab Allah wa sunnati Rasulullah. Subhanallah, subhanallah. Great shortcut and easy methodology here. Look at these Qurans. Look how many Qurans there are. Akhlaq wa sunnah. Ibadah will come after. Acceptance will be there. But Allah's Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that take all of these two things, the Quran and the Sunnah, my beloved Sunnah. So then Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't say akhlaq here, did he? Now I'll explain. Did the name come or not of akhlaq? As Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha was asked that please tell us about the akhlaq of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You've heard this hadith, isn't it? Very famous. So what was the reply? Subhana. She said, have you not read the Quran? The whole Quran, kana khuluqul al-Quran. That the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's whole life, his deen, was practice of the Quran, his akhlaq. So if you've taken the Quran, Rasulullah said, if you take my akhlaq, the example of my manners and social conduct, and high level of conduct, then if you take hold of this example, then you'll be following the Quran, you'll be following my hadith. Because the whole of the Quran was the practice of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life. His life practice was the meaning of the Quran. As Aisha radiyallahu anha said that the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's lifestyle was the Quran. His akhlaq was the Quran. And if you want to see the tashri', then go towards the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's sunnah. That the translation and the commentary and the tafsir and the meaning and physical demonstration of the Quran and akhlaq is in the sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Quran and sunnah, they are the ruh of the Quran and the sunnah is the akhlaq, the high level of akhlaq and conduct of a person. So how will the akhlaq be improved and corrected? When inside our heart is purified and clear and improved, then our akhlaq will be improved. Remember this, that without improving the heart, akhlaq can never be made, because everything hinges on what? What's the tip of the iceberg here? Due to akhlaq, that will affect akhlaq is our heart. So if we want to improve our akhlaq, make it akhlaq-e husna. If we want to learn ilm, knowledge, we have to go to Darul Ulum. We have to sit in front of the ustad, the teacher. If you want to learn a hadith, you'll have to sit in front of the ustad. Without going to a Darul Ulum, you cannot become an alim, a scholar. If you want to do hifz, then you have to sit in front of a qari sahib and do hifz al-Quran. So my brothers, if we want to improve our akhlaq, elevate our akhlaq, then we need to try hard for this, and we will have to wash our hearts to elevate our akhlaq. This is the formula. Yes, if we don't wash our hearts, the question doesn't arise, the anger will come out, or backbiting will come out, or if we take someone's haqq, this will never come out from our lives. Allah is the witness of this. Our akhlaq is an improvement. And who bears witness to a good akhlaq? Who testifies? Will say, I am good, I'm pious, and I've got good akhlaq, good manners, and I don't do any harm to anybody. No. The sign of good akhlaq is that even the people who are your enemies, they should praise you. Praise you. Say, Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Even those who are opposed to you say, no, he looks like he's a good man.